Well, good morning, everyone. This is a beautiful morning. I'm Ted Bettencourt, and I wanted to welcome all of you here to the Higgins Middle School as we honor Jim Rice and his amazing family. All of us are here today. Family, friends, neighbors, our police department, and of course our fire department. Our youth are here today. As all of us are here because we were touched in some way by Jim Rice. His life touched us in some meaningful way, and that has brought us here today to honor his memory. Jim Rice passed away on December 23rd, 2011, doing his duty protecting the citizens of Peabody in a fire. Devastating moment for our community, but just showed what type of man Jim Rice was to tackle that responsibility and take that on in the protection of all of us. I've often said, and I always say it at different police and firefighter events, it takes a very special person to wear the uniform of a police officer or a firefighter. The dedication, the commitment, the selflessness, the courage to be there for people in their most difficult hour, their most difficult times in their lives. My dad being a police officer, that has always been a great source of pride to me, to know that my father, like all of you that serve the city of Peabody, are always there for everyone, no matter what their troubles may be, no matter what their darkest moment may be. And Jim Rice was there on that day, doing his duty, protecting the city, protecting the property, and he died doing something heroic, something meaningful. We are here today to dedicate our school fields here at the Higgins Middle School in honor of Jim Rice. I think many of you know Jim Rice was a graduate, 1984, of the Higgins Middle School. He played on these fields many times. A lot of his friends are here, people who played with him on these fields, had special memories. And I just think it's so fitting and such a lasting tribute to a great man to have these fields named in his honor, where our girls and boys lacrosse programs, our girls softball programs, our youth football, a number of the kids are here today, will be playing on these fields, having great memories, learning valuable lessons, having fun, being together as a community. And that's what it's all about. And that's what Jim represented to so many people. And it's great to have all of you here today as we honor this moment. Jim Rice has left a lasting legacy in the city of Peabody. His amazing family, his wife Amy, daughters Alyssa and Caitlin, son Ryan, extended family, so many friends, neighbors, people who care for Jim and his family, the brotherhood of the Peabody Fire Department, which is so strong, elected officials who are here today, the Peabody Police Department, and again, just people who care and want to show their respect and admiration for Jim and his family. But he's left a legacy of selflessness, courage, bravery, dedication, and commitment. And now, a small piece of his legacy will always be on these fields with our youth playing for generations to come, again, enjoying themselves. I want to thank all of you for being here today. I wanted to ask Chief Pasden, Peabody Fire Chief, to come forward and say a couple of words. Chief.
Thank you, Mayor. Welcome, everybody. I can't think of a more fitting way to honor Jim Rice than the dedication of these fields. I want to just thank the Rice family for the opportunity that I had to not only supervise and manage firefighter Rice, but to work alongside. One of my earliest memories of back in those days when Jim first came on the job, we used to play some pickup basketball. We used to train. There was a number of guys here. We'd play together. Back in those days, I thought I was pretty decent. Until I was out there with Jim Rice one day, and he's hitting all these hoops, and I said, boy, I stink. He really was quite a good athlete. It really was true. But honestly, what an amazing day. Just want to thank the Rice family, all of you, for giving the time that we had with Jim, for his dedication and how he presented himself honorably all the time. Amazing guy, and again, what an amazing way to honor and memorialize firefighter Rice. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. That was terrific. I wanted to ask at this time a couple of Peabody firefighters who served with him and I know we're lifelong friends of Jim's. I wanted to ask Captain Jay Dowling and Deputy Chief John Hosman to come up and say a few words.
The mayor asked John and I about an hour ago say a few words, but the first thing I thought of pulling up here, seeing the goalpost, is memories of Jim, even well into his 30s. I call him up in the afternoon, hey, Ricey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm kicking field goals up to Higgins. That's what he loved, to come here, kick field goals, and by himself, get his iced coffee, and that was Jim. He just loved sports. But truly, he was just a truly great husband, great father, great friend, great firefighter, and this is what an honor for Jimmy. Mayor, thank you. School committee. So it's just a great honor, and I think he'd be very, very proud of this. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor, and all the city officials who made this dedication possible. It's a great honor for a great man and a great family. Jay stole my line because he used to drive down the bottom of the hill over here. You'd look up, and Ricey was a punter in high school. He'd be punting the ball back and forth at the old football field on that side. So, and then he thought he could kick field goals. So he'd be setting up a tee, and he'd be kicking field goals. So this is a great thing to have the football field here for him. And a lot of us played softball in men's leagues with Jim. So to have a softball field where the kids of Peabody will be playing on is a great thing. We have a term in the fire service that you never forget, and these years later, us not forgetting. So Jim's name will always live on, and we appreciate that from the city of Peabody. So thank you all for being here.
So we thought this was a wonderful spot to put the memorial. I wanted to thank our school administration, our school committee, our city council. I think every elected official in our city is here today just to show, again, their respect and appreciation for everything Jim's family has meant to our community. Just to let everyone know, this here, you can see the foundation set. We'll be putting in another building here. That'll be the concession stand. That'll be also some bathrooms. And we envision that this will be a wonderful spot for many different types of tournaments. Softball, lacrosse, soccer, a lot of activity. Many tournaments will take place here. And we thought this was a fitting spot so that everybody who comes in to this field will see the name of Jim Rice. We will also be putting a flagpole right here. I apologize we weren't able to have it today, but there'll be a flagpole also right at this location. At this time, I wanted to ask somebody who's meant so much to our community, so much to all of you, an amazing woman. I wanted to ask Amy Rice to come up and say a few words.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming out on this beautiful morning. I'm sure by now you all know that I cannot put into words and make a complete sentence during these type of events, so I'm going to read it. So many thoughts run through my mind, and it's always running much faster than my mouth. We're honored to be here today on Firefighter Memorial Sunday to honor Jim's dedication to the Peabody Fire Department and his ultimate sacrifice. We can dwell on the sadness, or we can look at the positive. Today I choose to look at the positive. These fields are going to be a tremendous asset to this city, a city full of fantastic athletes. These fields have many sets of feet. These fields will have many sets of feet running, scoring, winning, and losing. But at the end of the day, they are out here doing what they love, just as Jim did throughout the many fields his feet have touched. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your continued support of our family, our local first responders, and most of all, the city of Peabody and the future athletes.
Thank you, Amy. Now we will take off the covering here on the memorial, and wanted to ask Jim's kids to come up and do that. And what it says is, Firefighter James M. Rice Memorial Fields, dedicated husband, father, friend, and firefighter. Served the city of Peabody with distinction, March 4th, 2001 to December 23rd, 2011. And a quote, and this was something that Amy had asked for, and I thought it was just amazing quote. It's a firefighter's life is not taken, it is given. And that is dedicated today by the City of Peabody, June 9th, 2019. So I wanted to take a couple of pictures. The kids have been playing on this field now for the last couple of months. I've been here to some games, and it's just great to see all the activity. I came to a softball game the other day, and there was softball over in the softball field, and it looked like a bunch of different games going on for lacrosse. And it was just wonderful to see so many people here, again, enjoying this field. This field will always carry the name Firefighter James M. Rice, and what a lasting tribute, again, he has left to his wonderful family, all the many friends, neighbors, people's lives he touched, and again, with the brotherhood of the Peabody Fire Department. I wanted to thank all of you for being here and sharing in this special moment for our community. And I wanted to ask, I wanted to take a couple of pictures, the Rice family and some of our young athletes that are here today. We have a ribbon, kind of a ceremonial cutting of the ribbon to open up the use of the Firefighter James M. Rice Memorial Fields.